Overall assessment of the scrimmage today?
Well, it was really good to get more plays than I anticipated. So our depth held up well enough on both sides. So got about 70 plays, which was great. I thought the offense did a nice job with run and play action, and we saw a ton of young defensive players play, and a chance to get every young quarterback a chance to play. So yeah, a ton, and hopefully evaluating not only personnel, establishing depth, doing some great teaching, and then evaluating a scheme here or there. It was fairly vanilla on both sides, but yeah, for what we were hoping to accomplish, I thought it was right on, and we only had one rolled ankle, so came out of it healthy too, and kept older players out, and they were doing a nice job encouraging younger guys. So yeah, I think it was right on.
Was the ankle string him?
Yeah, same one we just did.
Okay. Any of those young quarterbacks catch your eye?
Man, I wasn't paying as much attention, other than I don't think there was much difference. I was hoping to allow them to play long enough, but I'm not nearly as precise in evaluating quarterback play. Coach Doman will do that off the film, but it was nice to get them all some work.
Do you get the sense you'll be better prepared to run the ball to start the season than last season?
I think so. I mean, the number of running backs alone and the nature of who they are. And so when you add Yona Pritchard and David Foote, the type of backs those are, kind of big, physical, drag you down backs, and then with Michael Lisa, there's some of that, but also some burst. And then you look at complements with Hine and Jamal. So there's kind of another element there. Put two big wideouts on the outside, a good offensive line, a mobile quarterback. That's could be a really good unit, I think.
You think Jamal's going to play this season?
I don't know. Hopefully, our experience would be that they're really talented young freshmen. The sooner we can play them, keep them integrated, traveling with us, etc. The more they mature, the more they kind of learn how we do things. So that'll be the plan right now. How, we're not sure yet.
How do you think he played today?
I liked it. You saw what I saw, just some ability, and he's fun to watch, and he catches the ball well, but he also can break a tackle and run around you.
Did Pritchard cross your mind much as a year ago?
He did. And in fact, in our staff meeting this morning, some of the coaches wanted live special teams, and I basically said I've learned that lesson.
Did any defensive players catch your attention?
A couple. Manoa Pakula, I thought, did a couple nice things, and surprisingly, Tui Crichton, as he's been working to get into shape and get his body tightened up. At nose tackle, he made a number of plays which were nice. And then Micah Hanneman is at corner, is really starting to do some nice things as a true freshman, but he has nice size and range, and so just right off the top of my head, those are some plays that I noticed that made me look and say, oh, that looks pretty good.
Coach, you mentioned Michael Elise, and then you said having a couple of big guys on the outside. You've got some size at receiver that you haven't seen in a while. How excited are you about the idea of just throwing it up and letting those guys get it?
Well, what we saw with Cody last year is a lot of his catches were after Riley scrambled, and it's really difficult to defend as a secondary player, especially when routes convert and your back's turned and you have to maintain concentration longer. The receiver has his eyes on the ball, Riley extends plays, and it makes it harder. So, yeah, it's a good combination. I thought from a physical standpoint, and a lot of it had to do with the experience, the offense ran the ball better, kind of held the physical edge, but about 70 plays and 24 points. So again, what the statistics show defensively is when you're 24 or under, you got a great chance to win. And so fairly close, but I think physical-wise, I thought the offense played probably a little bit more dominant today.
Each of your top three QBs had scoring drives today. That is touchdown drives. Good balance there. Any closer do you think you are on a feeling relative to Taysom Hill playing, not playing this year?
I would probably lean toward playing if I had to say today, but that could very well change a week from now. But if you're asking me today, I'd probably lean that way.
Any news on Justin Swanson?
Yeah, Justin. Let's see. Man, I don't know how specific I can be. There's I'll just say it. There's a nerve block is what they're going to do this morning, but they anticipate him being ready still for Washington State. So kind of what I shared with you yesterday. There'll be a protocol for him to kick and rehab to get ready, but I don't think it's severe as what everyone thought it might be. And again, I've been consistent all along. We think he'll be ready for the first game.
Is this kind of a medication issue? Could you treat it medically?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And it's not my expertise. You go to Jeff for more information, but again, nothing's planned with our expectations for him the first game.
You know when you want to do another one of these scrimmages?
Probably Tuesday-ish of next week, I would guess. We'll see how this week finishes. All right. Thanks guys.